My name is Kromm Henrie, and I am a channeler and co-author of the Spiritual Design books. And today I'm going to read a piece from our first book, Wave 1. And the topic is Spirit Guides. And this information is not only coming from our own spirit team and the ones that we communicate with, but also from my practice as a life between lives regression therapist. So what different kinds of spirit guides exist? How do they communicate with us? And what is the purpose of having a spirit guide? What is a spirit guide? A spirit guide is someone who briefly, or for a longer period of time, joins us on our journey through life. These wise beings can come in many different shapes and forms, but they all share one objective, and that is to help us through different life events. The one thing is for sure, they don't just hang around waiting for us immortals to contact them. But when we do, they will instantly respond. View these wise helpers as your best friends, who not only hold your highest good and well-being as a sole priority, but also have the bigger picture at hand. They follow you closely or from a distance, depending on your personal development or stated agreement before entering this life. Their affection is limitless. Even when you seem to do everything wrong, they will patiently help you back on track without ever saying, "Didn't I tell you so?" Even though they actually did. Spirit guides are our invisible friends who care about us and love us unconditionally. What different spirit guides exist? There are countless numbers of spiritual helpers, originating from different realities, who are assigned unique missions based on their own imprint of creation. They can assist us personally, tend to Earth or humanity as a whole, or they can be caretakers for larger matters beyond our human comprehension. The first guide you will probably come in contact with is someone you have shared numerous lifetimes with on Earth. We can call this helper a personal guide. A personal guide is usually not your main guide, but someone who is familiar with your skills and challenges as you incarnate. This spirit helper will show him or herself in a way that will mirror what they looked like in that lifetime. Normally, this helper will assist you in your personal development, pointing out your pros and cons, so to speak. This guide will help you to understand what skills to enhance in order for you to activate your true mission. He or she will also open your eyes to old habits, patterns that might prohibit you from reaching those goals set, and what might be beneficial for you to release. Just because a dear family member or friend has left us and passed into spirit, doesn't mean that they have left us. In many ways, our loved ones share the same assignment as a personal guide, even though their main purpose is to provide comfort and loving presence for us to know that they are still fine. Both personal guides and loved ones take great interest in our day-to-day life, and they will not complain if we call them up for a chat after hour. This helper can actually be your personal guide or a loved one. The primary function of your gatekeeper is to make sure that the environment is safe when you practice spirit communication. View this guide as your personal bodyguard. And if you later choose to work professionally with spirit, your gatekeeper's role will become much more important. These guides assist your personal or main guide with specific matters, such as schooling or work. They are sent to sharpen or awaken certain skills, providing discipline and clarity on the bigger steps in life. This is the one who knows you the best, the one assigned to you in the spirit realm, and the one in charge of your soul's progress. This is often the father or mother entity who is in charge of your soul group. This guide is with you through the entire cycle of progress, from when you began incarnating to long after you are finished with Earth. You have probably incarnated at one point together, but as you evolve, your main guide normally takes a step back. View this wise being as a parent, allowing his children to test their own wings, yet always present to make sure you are flying in the right direction. The mastermind is present in all living beings, in a greater or lesser degree. Sometimes this energy is joined by entities from the second dimension, who can add another level of intelligence to any living things. This spirit activity and presence in nature, such as within trees and plants, in the waters and the rocks around us, are well-known phenomena for the natives. Our friend Bob is one of many from this realm. The amount of energy from the mastermind can also be adjusted in animals. So certain pets are often given more loving energy directly from the Creator, specifically for you. In this way, the mastermind is directly guiding you with insights about companionship, unconditional love, and pure happiness. Your pet can also contain a nature spirit who brings awareness of the care of the earth and to honor all life forms. If a certain animal attracts you or frequently shows up in your meditations, that is probably your power animal. Spirits from the second dimension often use animals to interact directly with humans. This is like your personal physician, the one who tends to your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Your healing guide will monitor you throughout life and can easily be felt as you sit in the power of light. Usually the healing guides work with us when we sleep. They can appear with familiar features or simply as a pole of light. Coming from several dimensions, those from the second dimension are probably the ones most connected to this kind of work directly. Other dimensions may help with emotional and mental disharmony. This is somewhat of an imprecise term, because all spirits who work on your behalf could be considered guardians. even loved ones who have passed. There may be a class of spirits who are masters at manipulating physical matter, and they come in to interfere in certain events at the request of other guides. Miraculous experiences, like walking away unharmed from a terrible accident, could be a result of their activity. Spirit guides can appear to us in male or female form and have all different personalities. Angels, on the other hand, are androgynous beings of light who have never walked as humans on earth. With respect to free will and the cosmic laws that no spiritual being stands above, guardian angels will assist you to fulfill your mission. However, there are limits to how much they can interfere with your soul's plan and development. These angels are extraordinary beings, the extension of the Creator itself, and they are all healers. The archangels are essentially everyone's guardians, concerned with almost every advancement of humankind. Ophelia, our spirit guide, once said that they reside in the 10th dimension. They are the protectors of all planets and life forms. And like all angels, these high-vibrating spiritual beings have never incarnated on Earth. These beings belong in the higher dimensions. They are the galactic masters, the co-creators of planets, solar systems, galaxies, and all cosmic laws. They are the master teachers of all dimensions and universes. Some are involved with Earth and the transmission of knowledge, scientific teachings of sacred geometry and physics, as well as spiritual guidance. They often seed ideas into certain people's consciousness in order to bring technology or other ideas into our reality. So finally, we reach the higher self. And this is probably the greatest reward once we have that connection established. Because now you operate directly from your own truth, your own source. And you will not only see yourself, your human self, in a different light, but also an empathy for the people around you and everything that occurs around you. Doing spiritual and inner work, you will progressively be more in tune with your own soul and the nature of your own spirit, also known as the higher self. This is a process, and depending on your soul's energy, it could first be perceived as a spirit guide. Once the understanding of your true identity is established, you will operate directly from your own source and get direct guidance from within. There are, of course, many other spirit guides that we can come in contact with. And this is just a guideline so that you can start learning more about these beautiful beings that assist you every step of the way, even if they are side by side or if they are a couple of steps behind you. I encourage you all to truly investigate the spirit helper that is with you in this lifetime. Enjoy.